So when I don't know, when I was growing up, I had a certain idea what model is, and my idea was formed from magazines that I saw, and not many because it was Soviet Union. But you know, we had some of course, and just the idea of beauty. For me, it was more idea of female beauty rather than just walk away model. Model for me is that ideal that you want to aspire to. So, how is it for you guys? Were you thinking of modeling or when you were growing
Growing
up?
up, I wanted to be a veterinarian, actually.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do.
Did you have many animals in?
I was just had cats and dogs. I had a bird. Oh, and rabbits.
Oh well,
So,
see,
yeah.
that's
Now that I
many.
think about
That's
it.
many.
I
You
never
know.
had any pets.
Really?
My mama didn't allow that.
You didn't have any animals?
My mama didn't like pets.
Oh.
No dogs, no nothing.
Oh.
I love animals though, but I never had pets. But I wouldn't say I wanted to be a model as growing up because I didn't start really watching, model things and looking through magazines until like, I'd say 8th grade, a little after high school. But because I felt I was ugly in middle school, so I didn't really think I was going to be a model. But I always liked taking
Impossible to believe
pictures.
that.
I'm serious. No, I'm so serious. You can ask anybody.
I mean,
I can show you a picture. You'll be like, I'm serious. I had glasses. I had tape around my glasses. Like it was.
I'd like to see that picture.
I promise. I will show you.
Yeah.
I would have my sister mail it. I don't have none.
Yeah,
My personal stuff
it's-
is at home. So I swear,
It's-
like anybody, you can ask anybody. In middle school, I was like the ugly, definitely.
Wow.
And I am so serious. I put this on everything. I had crazy glasses, cricket sometimes. Y'all have to see the picture. I can't even really describe it. I'll show y'all a picture. Then I'm like, this is not you. But I know I always liked to take the pictures. I just didn't get into modeling until like high school.
High school,
And
yeah.
I still really don't know what modeling is all about. I'm still learning.
Right.
All I know is America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, interesting. Money and you?
I've wanted to be a model since I was very young. And thinking about it now, I don't know why I wanted to be a model when I was growing up. It was just one of those things that I couldn't see doing anything else. And then I had the opportunity at 15 to go to New York, and I went and did that. And I had a very different experience than I thought I would. It's very glamorous when you're looking at the lifestyle, the parties, the photo shoots, everything. What they don't highlight is your personal care or development, which is overlooked entirely. And so when I got to New York, there was no care. There was no personal care, and it was good seeing glamorous. I was out in clubs, living with models, going to casting calls for huge companies, big ticket jobs, but at the same time, there's no personality involved. There's no personal touch. There's no spirit, and so I didn't realize at the time why I was having a hard time. But when I went back home, I realized it was because no one cared for me. So it definitely tainted my image of what I had always wanted. It turned my idea of beauty into something very ugly, where I had been told I was beautiful my whole life, and then I got to where beauty is told, and I wasn't beautiful enough. I didn't work. My hips were too big. It's too ethnic looking enough or not. It's too ethnic looking or not ethnic looking enough. I was always too much of something or not enough of something else. And at a young age, it's hard for you because you take it personally, even though nothing else is personal in the industry. You take it very personally. And so I'm thinking something's wrong with me, all these things. So when I went home, I had a big pushback from beauty. I didn't want to be beautiful. Piercings, tattoos. I wanted anything for people to stop calling me beautiful. And since I was little, and it's a gift of God. You should be thankful for it. And I wasn't, because no one was seeing my real beauty. No one was looking at me inside, and so I wanted them to stop looking at my outside and calling me beautiful. So I tried to make my face very hard. It didn't work.
You just had different type of crowd, was it?
Different type of crowd. And so in that pushback, I had that beautiful step away from what it is you're meant to be doing, so that you can have a different perspective. And now being back involved with the fashion industry, with the modeling industry on a very different level. I am so happy to find that what I always wanted is exactly what I want. Still to this day, it's exactly what I want. It's exactly what I'm meant to be doing, and I wouldn't want anything else. And I'm so happy, so fortunate, and so blessed to be doing it with Neo Dandy, where the person matters, where the individual is what's valued. Your beauty, yes, but it comes from inside. It comes from your spirit that makes you unique. It doesn't come from. It doesn't come from just your physical form. So for me, my dream has come true in terms of modeling, and that's my story.
Wonderful. So the next stage?
The next stage, New York and beyond.
Well, I have a very quick, short story, but I was growing up, and I thought in Russia, if you had a special clothes, you stood out, and everyone was equal in a way. Their parents were earning money pretty much the same. Everything was equalized in Soviet Union. So those who stood out who had an opportunity to do so with their creativity. So clothes was very, very important for us. And because I didn't have anyone living abroad, so I couldn't have clothes sent to me like some kids have, we ended up making our clothes. My mom would make me all my clothes. And so she gave me power to choose. And the place where we chose from was the magazine called Burda. It was a German magazine. And the styles are really cool, very forward thinking, avant-garde. And in the end, there were templates. So you could take any design, like say this skirt, on the picture. I said, I like this skirt. Take a template and make exactly the same skirt. And for us, it was such an opportunity. So you can buy anything that you like. Because that's what really Soviet. And that's what they wanted people to wear, so that no one stands out. But so we did that, and it made my appearance very different from everyone else, and I stood out. And I loved standing out. I love standing out because why would we want to learn to stand out? If you want to have a full life, if you want to be involved on different levels of experiences, you want to be active, right? When you stand out from the crowd, you attract people to you. And people who get attracted are people who really appreciate style and design and the same values that you carry. Those who have a beautiful style, those people usually are very beautiful inside as well as us, because they understand logically what they're doing and what they're doing. They have their own personal style. So for me, modeling was always more expressing who I am in my clothes. But I've when I was little and I was living in Soviet Union, I knew that I'm going to be a model in New York when I was like 6. I don't know why, where it came from, but that's what I knew. And then I would go back to this idea, and life took me in different places. I was far from New York, I far from modeling all my life. But I always would come to that remembrance. And when you're children, you know certain things that's going to happen to you. Your intuition tells you if you're aware of that and you listen. And I would always remember that. It's so interesting that I always thought I'm going to be a model in New York, and I will be living in New York, and that's what's happening now, actually. Even though I lived a long life without fashion industry or outside of fashion industry. So it's very interesting, just kind of trace back your childhood ideals and check with yourself where you are in regards to those ideals, because those ideals are pure. They're not usually spoiled by the society. They're true from your heart. It's a joyful experience to do art and do fashion and do beauty and to surround you by beautiful people like you guys. It's truly, there's nothing more that I think anyone could want or desire, because this is a full life, and share so much.
And I think also the reason a lot of people, not just girls and women, want to be models is because they want to share their beauty.
Yes.
They feel
Yes.
beautiful and they want to share that beauty, not in a way that is detracting from other people's beauty. Most often it's not the case. It's just that they wish to share their beauty because beauty is meant to be shared.
Yes.
Truly.
It doesn't belong to us. It was given to us by God. And our way of praying, contemplative praying, is to give back what we've been given. And elevate those who are around us with our beauty. Because when you walk the street and you're beautiful, you get the smiles, right?
Smiles and dudes trying to talk.
Smiles and engagement. Sometimes you have to talk. I mean, it's very interactive process. I always, talk to guys or talk to other. It's fun. It's just like you become together with the community. When you're not beautiful, no one wants to talk to you, and you're not producing any smiles or any positive energy. So
Which has nothing to do with your physical appearance.
no, it has to do with
It has everything to do with
Own
what
personality.
you are
Yeah.
projecting out of your heart and
out of
spirit.
your heart,
So-
what you're projecting energetically, and being beautiful inside is what more important than anything. Become that person that we want to be and be true to ourselves. Because we all know what we need to do to be beautiful. We all know when we do right, we all know when we do wrong. So it's just,
That's for sure.
and then we know how we feel afterwards. So if we listen to ourselves and keep discipline, that's all we need. Then we can become, army like army. Discipline is great. Helps a lot.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yes. So here we are, creating modeling and beauty and spreading it. It's really beautiful. Thank you guys for joining. Smile.